He would have committed suicide. He was
Wait, did everything last minute.
But when you say, I believe that he was a paedophile, what's your evidence? You don't have evidence. Even by today's standards, you don't. Even by today's standards.
Come on, man, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Brother, let me just say to you. Let me just say, you see the difference is? You see the difference? 1 second, Hamid, because that's a really serious point that you've just made. Do you know one thing? Even when I was amongst the Muslim Ummah, I knew how to answer that question. You understand? I knew it because it's a simply answered question. And let me tell you what you do, which you don't understand what you do. What you do, you and some of the other brothers who are with you, in the way in which you answer that question and the way in which you react to that question. What you do, you bring, without knowing it, the Muslim Ummah into disrepute. Because it means, that, my own man was in the army. Let me just tell you this very quickly. And my own man always used to say to me, he said, anytime you take in flak, you understand, he said it means you're over the target. You understand? And the reason why I put that is because this is a sensitive thing for some Muslims who don't know how to answer the question. You understand? And if your only argument is that Muhammad is going to be slandered because you mentioned that he married and slept with a 9-year-old girl, and your only argument is if anybody says that, that's defamation or we're going to fight them, I'm telling you, you're on the wrong path.
We hear every week. Every week we hear.
If you hear that every week, why the concentration on Sarah?
Because Sarah, there's a context there. You know very well.
Do you tell me?
That with Sarah, there's a history behind it.
What history is that?
The history that between Sarah, with Sarah.
Come on, but I'd like to hear from Tahid in a minute because I listened to a video where Tahid said that he deliberately did what he did. You understand? If I'm lying, you can tell me that I'm lying.
I still wanted to say a couple of points.
We hear this argument every week from people. We don't react. Normally I just ignore it, I walk away, just like you say. With Sarah, it's not personal, sorry. You understand? So it's not just to do with that, there's other things behind it. I hope you understand.
Like what?
I hope you understand. Well, for example, that he makes a lot of insults, apart from that, he gets very personal.
Be specific. Like how? Just tell me how.
He makes threats, he's going to come down with Muhammad at the time. He makes threats against other people.
I think that you will find, this is now not defending him, this is defending the truth now. You understand? When he said, when he said, what did he say?
There's a reaction.
It was a reaction to a threat.
Every cause has a threat.
Yes. I agree with that.
Similar to the way Sarah reacts, maybe he says the way he does. Although, I've heard him say these things.
I think it's time for me to say a couple of things. I think it's time for me to say a couple of things.
The same way he reacts and we say that's what I'm saying, that sometimes you make free speech, you know that, but it's better to tell them. For the greater good, you agree, yes or no? Although you have the right to say what you do, no one disputes of it, but sometimes, just like you said yourself, there's many things that you think, you don't say it. For example, you don't know Muhammad, although you don't believe that he was a prophet, you choose your word wisely, and that's very wise of you.
I said to you that I choose not to use that language because it doesn't benefit me. That's not how I speak. But I can't dictate how another man speaks. But what I do have a choice to do, once he starts speaking like that, if he starts speaking and if somebody is deliberately rude to me, you understand, I will turn my back and I will walk away from him. If they then put their hand on me, then that's different. But there have been many times here, when people have spoke, and what have I done? You've watched the video. I walk away every single time. There is not one time. The one time I reacted, as I said to you, is that after you gave the apology, which I believe was insincere, because you're a grown man, you're a grown man, and I'm a grown man. And if I felt that there was a problem, just like with Hussein, Hussein perceived that there was a problem, I didn't even know what he was speaking about. And I said to Hussein, let's go over. We went over. Hold on 1 minute. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because he was completely mistaken in the stuff that he said. And when I went over, some other guys wanted to come with me and I said no. A couple people wanted to come with me and I said no. Just me and him. And when I went over there, within 2 minutes flat, it it was resolved, and within 10 minutes we were shaking hands, yeah. And now when I see him, we're very, very warm with each other. But let me tell you what I learned from that, and I can tell you what Hussein learned from that. You see, in this life, that there are people, and what these people want is nothing more, yeah, than to see shit, yeah, to see people involved in shit. And then they will say stuff to these people just so they can see shit. Now, remember, when you say I've seen stuff, I have seen stuff, and I've seen terrible stuff. I saw a lie. Yeah, let me tell you this, a lie that had taken place was a wicked lie. And I saw somebody lose their life over a lie, and it was a lie. The person who did it, I went up to him and I said to him, this is how I speak when I'm not here. I said, rude boy, you know, I said, you kill a man for blood clot, nothing. That's exactly what I said to him. And as a result for that, they were tit for tats, you understand? And 6 other people lost their lives over a lie, yeah, over a wicked lie. So when I went and spoke to Hussein, and Hussein realized that, hold a minute, this is not what was said. And I realized, hold on, that's not how it was said. We then dealt with that without no additional interference in that. The last thing that I'll say to you is this. The one thing that disturbs me about Hyde Park, and what's been disturbing me recently, and like I said, you know, I was meant to go to Jamaica and I deliberately didn't go. No, not because of you, because of a couple of things. Yeah, because of a couple of things. But one of the reasons why I don't like sleeping on things, you understand what I'm saying to you? I'd rather stuff be sorted out, good or bad. I want it to be sorted out. But let me just say to you, I believe, and this is the honest truth, your behaviour, yeah, in the park over the last few weeks, and I will tell you now, in my opinion, has been disgusting. You understand? And that's it. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I believe that your behaviour has been disgusting. Does that mean you're a disgusting person? I don't know. I don't know you well enough to make that judgment. You understand? I'm only going by what your behaviour is. If your job is to give dawa, I can tell you now that it's backfired. Yeah, it's backfired in a terrible way. You understand? Now, I've also made clear that if I come to Hyde Park, I want the best speakers. I want the best speakers down here. Yeah, I really do. You understand? I want the guys who speak the best, who come over the best. I don't care whether they're Muslim, whether they're atheist, because that's what I enjoy. You understand? This is Hyde Park. So I told you last time, nobody is going to get me to act up in front of the cameras. No one's going to get me to fight in front of the cameras so it can be talking and spliced up online. But because I've seen you do that, I've seen, sir, it's my opinion that you was. It's my opinion that you was.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, and you're allowed that point.
I'm the kind of guy, if you check me on the level, you have nothing to do. I'm with you whatever you want. If you want to make peace, you make peace. If you want to go fight, you go fight. I'm that kind of guy, honestly. Whatever you want, you can do it. I really didn't want to try to act up with it. I wasn't going to be act up. I only want to try to reason for you.
You reason with somebody by calling them an Uncle Tom. You reason with somebody by telling them that you're no. This was before. This was before. Which incident are you talking about? Sir. Can I just say to you? Calm down 1 second. Calm down 1 second. Calm down 1 second. When I was standing up over there speaking to Hamza, you understand, this is the stuff that you were saying. You understand that? I've actually got that on video. Sir, I have that on video, you saying that way before this happened. Yeah, with the Uncle Tom, and you're blacker than me. Yeah. No, but the one I'm talking about the what? You just said that you hadn't said it. You said that I said it after stuff online. You understand the point I'm making?
You just said that you didn't say. Hang on. Were you offended by the
Pardon?
Were you offended by
No, well, let me just say to you.
Were you offended by
Me personally.
You said I'm not sincere, I'm a liar.
You asked me the question. Do you want the answer?
I mean, what do you want from me?
You asked me the question. Do you want the answer?
If I say I'm sorry.
You asked me the question. Do you want the answer? Me personally, no. But I know that there are other black people that would have been deeply offended. But it doesn't matter if many were. There were many who were. Sir, can I just say to you, on the lead, do you know on the lead up to the Second World War, let me just tell you this. There were many Jews that supported the Third Reich. You understand? And after Kristallnacht in 1938, it caused them, great many of them, to reassess. So it doesn't matter that everybody agrees or everybody disagrees. The point is that there are many people.
Hence why I apologize.
And
You still claim that was racist.
because of how it came over. It's called an opinion. Do you get that? It's an opinion. You're allowed your opinion. Yeah. Who says it's got to be nice? No. And you have a right to say that. You have a right to say that. But I'm saying that I don't have to accept it.
You think I'm going to have a good opinion about you? You're man enough to apologize.
Sir.
And you still go on and on and on and on.
You misunderstand something.
I'm a savage, I'm a terrorist.
You misunderstand something.
Do you think you're escaping or de-escaping?
Sir, let me just say this then. You misunderstand.
I'm misunderstanding.
You misunderstand. Well, then we might do. But let me tell you what you misunderstand. You misunderstand that somehow I care what you think. You understand? Because generally speaking, I don't. The reason why? No. I told you. My only concern was what I saw as the perceived threat. Yeah, that was it. Pardon? It
goes both ways. It goes both ways, big bro.
Do you know it's difficult to have a conversation with someone who's not truthful?
Here's the thing. You still go on. You're adamant that I'm not being truthful. Big bro, I came out on camera. I apologize to you. You cannot look into my heart and say I'm lying.
I said
you can't do that.
I said to you.
Who are you? Are you God? You can't see my heart. If a man comes up and I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of no one but Allah.
You like to tell people they're not scared of people.
Take my word for it, bro.
All I'm saying to you is.
Why should I lie?
All I'm saying to you is. As I said to you, you're a grown man.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm a grown man.
Exactly.
If I had a problem with you, if I had a problem, well, you lied to me because your thing is to spread Islam and to show it in the best way possible. Do you understand?
That's partially true. You know why? Because I admitted I was wrong the way.
We then dealt with that without no additional interference in that. The last thing that I'll say to you is this. The one thing that disturbs me about Hyde Park and what's been disturbing me recently, and like I said, I was meant to go to Jamaica and I deliberately didn't go. No, not because of you, because of a couple of things. Yeah, because of a couple of things. But one of the reasons why I don't like sleeping on things, you understand what I'm saying to you? I'd rather stuff be sorted out, good or bad. I want it to be sorted out. But let me just say to you, I believe, and this is the honest truth, your behaviour, in the park over the last few weeks, and I will tell you now, in my opinion, has been disgusting. You understand? And that's it. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I believe that your behaviour has been disgusting. Does that mean you're a disgusting person? I don't know. I don't know you well enough to make that judgment. You understand? I'm only going by what your behaviour is. If your job is to give dawah, I can tell you now that it's backfired. Yeah, it's backfired in a terrible way. You understand? Now, I've also made clear that if I come to Hyde Park, I want the best speakers. I want the best speakers down here. Yeah, I really do. You understand? I want the guys who speak the best, who come over the best. I don't care whether they're Muslim, whether they're atheist, because that's what I enjoy. You understand? This is Hyde Park. So I told you last time, nobody is going to get me to act up in front of the cameras. No one's going to get me to fight in front of the cameras so it can be talked and spliced up online. But because I've seen you do that, I've seen, sir, it's my opinion that you was. It's my opinion that you was.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, and you're allowed that point.
I'm the kind of guy, if you check me on the level, you have nothing to do. I'm with you whatever you want. If you want to make peace, we make peace. If you want to go fight, we go fight. I'm that kind of guy, honestly. Whatever you want, we can do it. I really didn't want to make trying to act up with you.
Can I just say to you? You can say that?
I only want to try to reason for you.
You reason with somebody by calling them an Uncle Tom. You reason with somebody by telling them that you're no. This was before. This was before. Which incident are you talking about? Sir,
I can't believe what.
can I just say to you? Can I just say to you? Calm down one second. Calm down one second.
Why do you feel that
Calm down one second. Calm down.
Why do you
Calm
make
down.
assumptions?
Calm down 1 second. When I was standing up over there speaking to Hamza, you understand? This is the stuff that you were saying. You understand that? I've actually got that on video. Sir, I have that on video, you saying that way before this happened. Yeah, with the Uncle Tom, and you're blacker than me. Yeah. No, but I'm not talking about the white. You just said that you hadn't said it. You said that I said it after the stuff online. You understand the point I'm making?
You just said that you didn't say. Hang on. Were you offended by the
Pardon?
Were you offended by the
No, well, let me just say to you.
Were you offended by
Me personally,
That's why I made an apology.
me personally.
You said I'm not sincere, I'm a
You
liar.
asked me the question. Do you want the answer?
I mean, what do you want from me?
You asked me the question. Do you want the answer?
If I say I'm sorry,
You asked me the question. Do you want the answer? Me personally, no. But I know that there are other black people that would have been deeply offended. But it doesn't matter if many were. There were many who were. Sir, can I just say to you, on the lead, do you know on the lead up to the Second World War? Let me just tell you this. There were many Jews that supported the Third Reich. You understand? And after Kristallnacht in 1938, it caused them many of them to reassess. So it doesn't matter that everybody agrees or everybody disagrees. The point is that there are many people.
hence why I apologize.
And
You still claim I was racist.
because of how it came over. It's called an opinion. You get that? It's an opinion. You're allowed your opinion. Yeah. Who says it's got to be nice? No. And you have a right to say that. You have a right to say that. But I'm saying that I don't have to accept it.
You think I'm going to have a good opinion about you? I'm man enough to apologize.
Sir.
And you still go on and on and on and on.
You
I'm
misunderstand
racist,
something.
I'm a savage, I'm a terrorist.
You misunderstand
Do you
something.
think you're escaping or de-escaping?
Sir, let me just say this then. You misunderstand.
I'm misunderstanding.
You misunderstand. Oh, then we might do. But let me tell you what you misunderstand. You misunderstand that somehow I care what you think. You understand? Because generally speaking, I don't. The reason why? No. I told you, my only concern was what I saw as the perceived threat. Yeah, that was it. Pardon?
It goes both ways. It goes both ways, big bro.
Do you know it's difficult to have a conversation with someone who's not truthful?
Here's the thing, you still go on, you're adamant that I'm not being truthful. Big bro, I came out on camera, I apologize to you. You cannot look into my heart and say I'm lying.
I said
You can't do that.
I said to you.
Who are you? Are you God? You can't see my heart. If a man comes up and I'm not scared of you, I'm not scared of no one but Allah.
You like to tell people they're not scared of
you,
people.
Take my word for it,
Yeah.
big bro.
All I'm saying to you is.
Why should I lie?
All I'm saying to you is.
Why should I lie? Why should I
As I
lie?
said to you, you're a grown man.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm a grown man.
Exactly.
If I had a problem with
What's
you,
in my benefit line?
if I had a problem, well, you lied to me because your thing is to spread Islam and to show it in the best way possible. Do you understand?
That's partially true. You know why? Because I admitted I was wrong the way I did it.
No, I'm just telling
At
you.
least I'm enough to admit
So
that.
now I am right.
Yeah, no, listen. I admitted I was wrong. I had a part to play in the whole conflict that happened. I admitted that, yes. And you still go on to say I'm not being sincere.
I said
How
to
more
you.
sincere can I get? I'm saying, yes, you're right, big bro. Yes,
Alright,
you're
alright,
right.
let me make
You're
one
right.
last point.
I was
Yeah,
partially.
it is circular. Let me just make one last point. Okay. Now you
How
said
much
that.
more sincere can I get?
Now you said that. Yeah. Now you said that. Yeah. I appreciate that. And I appreciate. No. I'm telling you how it came over. I'm telling you how it came over. I said, now you've said that. Now you've said that publicly. You understand? Now you've said. No. But I'm telling you how it came over. Yeah, how it came over. I did because do you know what? Let me just say one more thing because let me just get it off my chest. And I have to go back again. I really apologize. When you go back to there, go back online, please, just for me. And after your apology, when I said I'm not going to accept it, look at my words and see where there were any accusatorial words. There were none. The only accusatorial words which did come, and I admit that they came, was after you made what I perceived was a threat. yeah? And then I said, hold on a minute, then I said, anybody who threatens me, put their hands on me, I will destroy them utterly. That's exactly what I said. So if you're now telling me that you didn't mean it, you understand, and now I'm standing next to you face to face, yeah, as grown men, then I'll accept what you say. Yeah, but for me, in future, if I have a problem, yeah, it doesn't mean that you've got to be the same. Yeah, if I have a problem with somebody and I'm a grown man, you know the first thing I'm going to do as a grown man? I'm going to seek them out, find their number, yeah, and say to them, brother, I'm going to say, brother, we need to talk. You understand what I'm saying to you? Before this goes too far. But one of the things that I hate...
Would you say we're both emotional people?
I am completely emotional sometimes. Yeah? Sometimes. Yeah? Sometimes. But let me tell you what you've never seen. You've never seen me go bananas in here. You understand? Anything that you have seen has been in reaction to someone else. And do you know what's still not being resolved? You know what's still not being resolved? Is the Sarah situation has still not been resolved. Because let me tell you what I know, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to tell you what concerned me. I did put something up. I've taken everything down, and there's a reason I've taken everything down. I said that I know, as a statement of fact, about 3 weeks ago, I know as a statement of fact, yeah, which means there is no argument whatsoever, that there was a plan, yeah, to stab Sarah, yeah, but hold on a second, but you know, yeah, I know you say you had nothing to do with it, yeah, hold on, no, let me just play so you understand what I'm saying. You don't, let me just finish, let me finish, because you don't understand what I'm saying. Let me finish. Listen, I said, I know you're going to say you had nothing to do with it, but that's not the point that I'm making. I'm saying that when an atmosphere, yeah, is created, an atmosphere, even though you've directly got nothing to do with it, yeah, even when you've got nothing to do with it, I received a telephone call from a Sunni Muslim brother telling me to tell Sarah, yeah, not to come to the park. It's a brother who comes to the park. And he said, and I said, why is that? He said, because he has heard that they plan to stab him up when he leaves the park.
That's why I want things to be escalated. Honestly, I felt that you're not helping. I felt that you're not helping me.
Brother, I am totally helping.
You could have made, honestly, before you could have made things easy for me. No. When I made the apology to you, honestly, you could have squashed it by just. I'm not saying you had to accept it, but the way you replied wasn't nice with me, honestly. Saying that I'm a liar, I'm a hypocrite, I'm this, I'm that. Honestly, I want things to calm down.
We've done from that.
Wasn't a lie.
I have no reason to lie.
I mean, let me address this. I might as well. And I'll first say one thing. This is the first time I'm speaking to you.
I don't know what you've got to do with it, but like if you want to say something.
Well, you actually addressed me here and now.
No. Can I just say to you, that's a bit unfair. Because what was said was the thing regarding Sarah, and I said that I watched your video whereby you said you deliberately did what you did. Was that true or not?
Let's address it.
Was it true?
Let's address it properly. I've been waiting under the sun like you to speak. Can I first say, yeah, everyone that's you yourself, yeah, I can see you lot are not cowards. You lot know that, you lot are not cowards.
Well, I respect everybody. I don't care, they could be 2 foot tall, I respect them.
Now Hamid has looked you in your eye as well, and he said to you, you're not a coward. Yes? Now you're looking at me in my eye, and you're looking at Hamid in our eye. We don't go around bullying people, even though people are saying that kind of stuff online. We're not cowards as well, you can see that or not. That's your prerogative, yeah? But we've not come with any threatening talk to you. Now can I just say, that for me, when I'm saying this, I know, but we addressed it. Innit? He spoke to you, he addressed it with you, he apologised, clarification, that's
all right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. All right, look. What I see when I see you not talking, and us standing there, it's like a bunch of lions fighting over a rabbit. And I'm sorry to, actually, I'm not sorry to say this.
Who is?
Sarah, yeah, without me taking it personally, this isn't personal, it's context now.
Why you lot dislike this brother so much?
Let me speak. You can't condemn me if I haven't spoken. Let me speak. Yeah, please let me speak. If there's something wrong with what I'm saying, you can address it. That's all right. What I'm saying is this. There's a man who has riled up all of this together, yet it's everyone else around him talking about it. Where is he? Why is he?
He's in Portugal.
Fair enough.
Family holiday.
Fair enough. He doesn't want to. Maybe he doesn't want to come here because there's been death threats on his name. Yeah. no problem, fine, we give him that. But every time he addresses something online about the Muslims, the last video he did that I saw personally was completely despicable. Now I've seen the way you speak. You speak with eloquence, you speak well. I speak to the brother over here, okay? I see him every now and then away from the corner. It's never anything other than, hi, hello, how are you, bye, that's it. Right? Cool. True. But Sarah, the one who's actually started all of this, she needs everyone else to clean up his mess. Now I'll say this, look. To address the situation, that's not
The last situation with you, was to do with Saracen. No one ain't addressing Saracen.
Mike, I'm talking about from way in the beginning.
We're saying the last situation which
now the last
involved you to get upset, you get what I'm saying, to react to Sarah, yes? But Sarah is not the protagonist in that situation.
Alright, I'll tell you where Sarah's the protagonist. Sarah is protagonist.
If someone knows, if someone says Gary Glitter,
I think you deliberately targeted Sarah.
Let me address it for you lot to know. Listen, let me address it for you to know.
I believe that you deliberately targeted her.
Let me address it properly. Let me address it properly for you to know.
Gary Blink then.
Let me address it Gary Blink. Gary, please, Gary.
That's how I say it. Blink.
Gary, please. Sarah, and this is for you to know, yeah? Since you've got Sarah's corner, no problem, yeah? And I've heard everything you've had to say.
I said that I'm on the side of truth.
So the side of truth. And you believe that Sarah's been the one that's had injustice done to him, yes?
No, I didn't say that.
Do you believe that I've done injustice to Sarah?
I said that your behaviour, because let me tell you, let me tell you how my mind works.
Yeah, go for it, please.
Once I can accept, Hamid saying what he said to me, and he sought to clarify that, that's fine. Let me tell you the problem I have with yourself is that you actually clarified it on video yourself. So I'm going by your words. You said that you deliberately said what you said because you wanted a confrontation.
What did I say?
You said that you wanted a confrontation with Sarah. You said you deliberately did that. So if I'm telling the truth, please tell me what I'm saying is not true. You did say that. So why would you say that? Why would you do that?
Now, thank you. Now let's address it. I was speaking, I've said this 10 times.